Hey guys, for today's video, I'm going to be doing swatches of the Morphe 35C Everyday Chic palette. So this is what it looks like. And might I say, I got this from Ulta for $13. This one was originally like $26, so it was a really good deal. I got it from Black Friday sale. This is what the inside of the palette, or the outside of the palette, looks like. Very like simple. And then this is what the inside of the palette looks like. So it has the shade names on the sheet, and oh my gosh, the inside's so gorgeous to me. So I love all the colors in here. I've been wanting to get this palette for like over a year, since like 2020 pretty much. I love all the colors in here. From seeing it on TikTok, I wanted it so bad, so I'm glad I finally got it. So I'm going to start doing swatches for you guys. The first one is called Cheers to You. This is like a nice silvery white kind of shade. Let me try to get... So this is like if you want a softer kind of like eyeshadow palette, like, you know what I mean? It's more on the soft, kind of soft glam kind of side. Next shade is called Chic It Out. It's just like a beigey kind of cream shade, or just a cream shade, I should say. Then we have Woe Is Me, just a beautiful like shimmer kind of champagne shade. I'm gonna do this one right here. This is technically the third shade, so it's not completely in order. And then I have Getting Ready. This is just like a nice kind of grayish shade. They don't swatch like amazing because they're very light shadows, so just know that, but I feel like they go fine on the eyes. Then we have Be My Guest. If you guys don't like the super light shades, if it's too cool tone, maybe this isn't the palette for you. It is very cool toned in the sense that very like cool or neutral kind of tones, because it's, you know, it's lighter shades and they're more on the nude kind of pinky side, and they have some greens in here and purples, so it's not like a, it's not going to be suited for everyone, but if you like those type of shades, I think you'd really like this palette so far. So that's Be My Guest. Next we have Love It, which is a nice matte pink shade, but very light matte pink. Kind of like that ballet slipper shade. It's like, it's so hard to see. I'm sorry. But yeah, these don't swatch the best again, guys. Like, they're very light. Next we have Feeling Pretty. This is like a nice like mauve-y kind of shade. Again, these swatches are super light, so I apologize, but that's just how light these shadows are. So just fair warning. It's this shade right here. Next, I have the shade Cute Shoes, which is like a kind of like brown, slightly leaning on the gray side. I'll put it up here so you guys can see better. Right here. Next, we have Enamored, which is a nice pink. Finally, there's some more pigment going on. Hold on. Shimmery, pinky kind of shade. Ooh, I love that shade. Okay. Next, we have Call Me Gorge, which is like a melony kind of pinky coral shade. Pink, peachy kind of coral, slightly on the pink side. Then we have Melt Hearts, which is like a shimmery pink. This one's a little bit lighter, more frosty looking, like kind of like pearlescent looking. Next we have Total Mood, which is like a slightly purpley, reddish brown shade, kind of on the burgundy side. Then we have On My Way, which is a nice gold champagne kind of shade. Somewhere between the two. Maybe slightly more champagne. It kind of has It's right here. That swatch is kind of misleading though because I'm kind of mixing the two colors. Here, let me re-swatch that one with my other finger. It's hard to see this one. I think this one's going to be kind of like a topper, but it's right here, okay? Next, we have Weekend Plans. Yeah, this one. Again, these shades don't swatch the best, but that's Weekend Plans, okay? Kind of like a beigey kind of shade. Okay. Next shade, now this one is very pretty, very fairy-like. We have Ooh La La, or Oh La La, I guess. This is like that whimsical fairy kind of shade. Love that. Very pretty. And next we have Selfie Sesh, which is another really pretty, this is more like a gray toned purple. Again, very fairy-like. Love that one. Then we have Fancy This, which is like an indigo kind of shade. Very fairy-like. It's between an indigo, but it's actually, when you swatch it, it's more purple, so it's more like fairy-like. I love these shades. Wow, those are pretty. Okay, this one's very pretty, but this is a glitter. Reminding you guys again, these aren't safe for the eye area. This is called Talk of the Town. Not safe for the eye area. I'm still going to use it, but please be careful if you guys use it because it's not safe for your cornea. This is the shade. I'm still going to use it, but just so you guys know, it's not safe for your eyes. You can put it in the crease. I feel like it would be slightly safer, but not 100% safer. Now this shade right here is Playtime. Very pretty, like kind of cool tone purple. Kind of like, it reminds me of the crayon called Wisteria and Purple Mountain's Majesty. I don't know, I just remember that from childhood because I'm a dork. Next one is called Hello There. This is like another fairy-like purpley kind of shade, but this one's lighter than the others. I love that one. And then in this row, the last one is called OU. Just like a matte kind of brownish, more cool tone kind of brown. Okay, now we're going into the second to last row. So you have here Good Looking. I love the tones in here, guys. It's even better than I was expecting. So that's this one, kind of like, again, fairy-like, whimsical, gray kind of shade. Then we have It's a Date. Very dark, slightly purple leaning and slightly brown, but more on the purple side. It's like a eggplant, a dark eggplant purple. Next we have Ready to Mingle. This is like a kind of like a, it's just like a purple, I don't know, like a Barbie purple. Really pretty. Fairy-like. Okay, next is like a dark green. This is called RSVP Yes. Interesting name. Your invitation, I guess. Where do I want to put this though? Okay, I'm gonna take off some of these shades before I put on. Sorry guys. I have too many shades on my, about to drive me crazy. Okay, it's not perfect, so we'll just go into it. RSVP Yes, so it's like a emeraldy green kind of shade. It has like a, I think it has like a duochrome shift. It's very pretty though. Ooh, I love that shade. Okay, next one is called Heads Turn. It's a really pretty purple. This is a darker purple, but still fairy-like. These both kind of give me whimsical vibes still. Kind of like enchanted, kind of looking like princessy kind of. Okay, the next one is Side of Sass. Okay. I forgot what kind of shade this is. It's like goldish and kind of champagne and kind of, I don't know, like taupey. Okay, next we have a Moment. This is an interesting shade. I don't know. I feel like these are kind of like duochromes. It's got like a few different colors in here. It's hard to say exactly what, but it seems to have like either, like it's like between silver and gold. It's interesting. Next we have Thanks It's New. Ooh, this one's pretty different. I like the shifts that they have in these shades. It's like kind of greenish, but not at the same time. Then we have My Pleasure, a charcoaly brown shade. Kind of very dark, like a gray. It's like a gray and a brown mixed. Next we have Text Me Later. It's got like chunky glitter in it, but it's just like very dark. I don't know what color. It looks almost blue. And then it's like a black with blue, or like a dark gray with blue. Next we have another kind of dark green, kind of enchanted foresty shade. This one's called Just Perfect. It reminds me of, these type of greens remind me of like the craft paint colors. I don't know. Very pretty. Kind of gives me like the Jaclyn Hill palette vibes with some of these green shades. Then we have Enthralled, another dark shade here, kind of like a grayish, brownish black color. Next we have a very dark shimmery shade. This is called Heels On. These all kind of look the same, but they're not. This one's like blackish, and then it has like a pinky purple glitter. And then last but not least, we have Fashionably Late. I'll put it here. So this one basically looks, they have like a lot of blacky brown shades. So this one kind of, my opinions on this palette, some of the shades like the bottom row got a little bit repetitive, and they had a lot of like different purples, but I kind of like that about this palette. So even though it had like some repetitive shades, I still thought the other tones made it worth it. It was still unique enough for me to like want to buy it. And overall, all the colors are very gorgeous. So I definitely recommend this palette. Very pretty. Just if you don't like the repetitive shades, maybe you won't like this. Other than that, very pretty. Just note that they had a lot of light shades. So it may depend if you don't want it to be too ashy. I'm not sure if I'd recommend that palette then. But other than that, this palette's very pretty. It still has some nice dark shades as well, but it has a lot of light shades. So just note that going into it. Very on the cool tone side as well. But I think this palette is really nice if that's what you're looking for. So I definitely recommend the 35C. I'll be doing some looks with it. Now, obviously, I haven't tested it out, so I can't give you guys my complete thoughts on it yet. But as soon as I do, and I will let you guys know the more looks I do with it. And then you guys can see if you like it when I do the tutorials. All right, you guys, that is everything. Thanks so much for watching, and hope you guys have a great day.